Hello, good morning, everybody. Welcome to our favorite day of the week, Sunday. We are going to do an energetic activation today that is going to help you supercharge your intentions. So we're taking your little intentions and creating basically just a huge energy activation for them. Hello, Lena. Hi, Estha. Good morning, or good night for you. Good morning for me. How you guys doing? Do a quick little check-in to see how you guys are doing. Hi, Paige. Good to see you. I was just reading the Elizabeth Peru before we started, and I'm digging it because she was confirming what I've been saying lately about the, well, she said it in a different way, but basically how things are manifesting in our 3D. So I'm really curious if anybody has been experiencing that. We were talking the last couple of weeks about, things that you're thinking, manifesting really quickly. I'm so cold. I have a blanket on my lap. I'm freezing. That's funny. Estha's doing great. Lena's things have been crazy for her. I think she's still waiting. Hi, Carmelie. Yay, Katie. You're here on the sunny porch. It is sunny outside, but it's like 55 degrees. That's awesome that your smoke is clearing. Very good. And you're here early too. Is she not doing her intense Saudi thing anymore? And that makes me remember that I want to read my book called Mantras in Motion. It sounds similar to what she does in the intense Saudi class. Katie's doing a movement affirmation thing. Hi, Seema. Paige has her air conditioner on. Oh, she's taking a break. Okay, good. So there's other people doing an energetic reset too. That's good. Is anyone else feeling like they need to do a little energetic reset in their life? I've been taking the last 2 days and decluttering my personal inbox email. Oh my gosh, it feels so good because I always send myself stuff to like look at later, and I just had a mess of stuff in there. So I'm really happy that it's cleaned out. Carmelie says it's finally cooling down here in the 70s today. How hot is it normally? Like 90, 100? You guys were going to play with our amethyst today. I'm really excited. It jumped out at me. So, and then if you haven't heard yet, this is our last Zap It Up for probably the whole month of September. So stay tuned. I can't imagine I wouldn't go live, so play it by ear. Follow the flow of the energy for me. So that's something I'm learning is really important for me to do. So hi, Deb. Good morning. How are you doing this week? Yeah, so how's everybody feeling? I actually have been awake since about 1:30 this morning. So I'm a little bit pooped. I'm kind of tired myself. So I can't wait for maybe a little bit of a nap later. That's my plan. So as I tune into the energy, like for me, energetically, I feel like I've been kind of on this, a conveyor belt. I've been on a conveyor belt. So I'm like just kind of going through, like standing on the conveyor belt, maybe looking around every once in a while. I've been kind of on autopilot. So I'm curious to kind of shake that up a little bit over these next few weeks. Carmelie says it's been in the 90s and near 100 the last couple months. I guess, yeah, it does get hot there, huh? Paige says you need to take care of yourself too. Yeah, I do. I'm, you guys know me, like I'm all about resting and taking breaks. And I really feel like there's been a little bit of unspoken pressure. Like I feel like I'm 15, living back at my parents, and no, I still haven't driven the car yet. But it's like, it's really interesting. This, it's definitely different than just living alone. And so there's these unspoken rules or expectations or something. It's probably more just me than really even them existing. But I've just been noticing like it just isn't working. So I'm going to be revamping that a little bit too. Katie says she can't sleep either. Are you taking CBD? Every other day I get good sleep. I think I took too much CBD last night and then I didn't take my melatonin. So I really wanted to take my melatonin, but by then it was like 3:30 and I thought, what if I don't wake up for 6 hours? I'd miss my live. So I wouldn't because I have an alarm set. But it has been different. And, you know, I was in the Elizabeth Peru, they were talking about Mercury being there to support us right now. It's not Mercury retrograde, even though it totally feels like it is still to me sometimes. So anyway, Katie says lots of parallels going on right now, reflections of who we were or who we are becoming. I would totally agree with that. I definitely feel like, and I know Katie and I were talking about this earlier in email, but it's like this, yeah, I'm kind of getting frustrated with my intuition because it's like the latest newest vibe is, you know, back to Mexico in April 2021. I'm really kind of itching to get my teeth fixed, but there's this reset happening here. And like, that's the only real big message coming through is there's something about being here in the US for me for 1 year that is helping shift something. I don't know if many of you remember, but when I lived in Belize, my intuition said, don't leave Belize or Central America. Like I couldn't go back to the States to visit. And I was like, what the heck? And there's something about keeping that energy consistent and being in that place consistently with that energy and doing what I was doing there. And so I feel like it's kind of similar here. I was telling my friend that I've been here 5 months and she was like, 5 months? Like it seems like 2. I'm like, I know. It has gone really fast. So in that regard, I feel like, you know, the next 6 months will fly by too, but concept wise, like, hello, I'm freezing and it's not even winter yet. So, all right. Hi, Cindy. Good to see you. Bobby says, aloha. Just on. Good to hear about Mercury. Stars aligned with the moon last night. Cool. Yeah. Oh, wow. Paige says her salon opens on Monday, like full on. Okay, you're going to keep us posted on how that goes. It's really interesting. That'll be really, really interesting. So what is everybody working on? I keep playing with the amethyst. So what's coming through for everybody in the intentions that they're working on? Let me, if you are new, grab your water. We're going to be hydrating. Katie says, I think your past in the States needs healing. You're more clear when you are away for a reason. Yeah, it's almost kind of like an after effect, sort of, right? Like, I mean, when I was down there, I never felt like I was ever coming back. And then I think COVID upset that whole plan, obviously. But can't believe I just said the name. I definitely feel like it's kind of like a return. So there are probably some childhood wounds, other layers of things. There's a total different way of relating to the parents. So that's different and good, you know, from age 15 to 50. I don't know. I keep like 15 was just, had a hard adolescence, you know, living here then. So I also feel like me being not in the area that I lived in before, like this is a completely new area to me. I have no friends up here or anything. So it's really different in that regard with not being familiar, not being like my stomping grounds. So there's definitely a lot to it. I would definitely agree. Carmelie says, I feel like I've been just going with the flow in my manifestations with the house, finding furniture, etc. I loved your couch story last week. My friendship straightening out, yeah, like I'm just along for the ride, but also writing on previous relationships in order to bring in a new one, revelations on what I want with this new love as well. Perfect. I love it. Paige says courage, yes. Lena says working on financial abundance. All my needs are met with some leftover for fun. Perfect. Bobby says keeping within the bubble of same people as much as possible. 1 month of home care and helping my ex get settled in here. It's going well overall. Good. So is that an indefinite situation then for you, Bobby, with home care for the ex at your house, right? Bobby says, right, you're isolated there, Mount Vernon, but yeah, Darrington. Darrington must be close by and need to come hang with all of us. I know. It's been so interesting though, like honestly, this probably sounds really rude, but like I have been in like such a cocoon mode that it just hasn't even been a huge push, to like go do things with people. It's been really, really interesting, like almost extreme for how I normally am. Because normally I'm like, take it or leave it. But I like to go do things here and there. I think it'll be different when I start driving. That's my goal this week, is to get in that car and drive. Deb says I'm oversleeping, weird dreams. I'm sure it's because of my change in medication. Are you decreasing then to start weaning off, or you want a different one, Deb? Little commercial water break. Oh, good. Your test was negative, Paige, so that means you can go to work, right? Okay, S is working on more energy of joy. I like it. I like it. All right. Okay, let's go ahead and get started. A couple deep breaths in through the nose and out through the mouth. And if you aren't sharing what your intention is, that's totally fine. We'll just tap into the energy of it. You can follow along. You don't have to share. All right. So we are using this amethyst now. So let's pull in this gentle amethyst healing energy. A couple deep breaths. So my sense of this amethyst is it's kind of clearing up, like, I keep talking like I've kind of been on a roller coaster. Now it's kind of mellowed out, and there's different aspects of this journey that we've been on since, shutdown, lockdown, quarantine. So there's also ebb and flow changes, as like with Paige, like the salon opened and then it closed again. Like, so there's been some back and forth with what's going on. So it's almost like every time that happens, we're recalibrating and readjusting and revisiting how we fit into that world, right? So this amethyst is coming in and it's smoothing out those feelings, and it's smoothing out any of those little upsets as we kind of re-navigate. It's almost like I'm getting this, so maybe that applies to one of you, like veering off the path and then stepping back on. So not that you have to be on any path, but it's kind of that feeling of like, oh, we're over here now. Oh, okay, let's straighten out the wheel. So I don't know if any of you relate to that. Okay, Deb's decreasing to get off of the pill. Good, good, good. Okay. Katie's working on getting more clarity. Hi, Gay. Hi. I'm gonna come out as a butterfly. You betcha. Thank you, Gay. Des says same as last week, to keep lowering my dose and learn who I am. Perfect. Bobby says, yes, I'm hoping we can make it work for 2 to 5 years, and maybe he will find his niche in the world and settle in a good place, if not here. Perfect. Yeah. That feels good. So good of you, Bobby. You're getting all the good Samaritan gold stars. Paige says she relates. Okay, good. All right, so we're still pulling in this amethyst. So the other thing too is the messages like to go ahead and release. I think we're always releasing, but the message is actually more to release. Oh, they're talking to me, of course. So, releasing how you think it should be happening. That is so for me. So if anybody else relates to that. So there's this feeling of, again, I've been really practicing like living in the now, living in the moment, living in the present, doing what feels good, and whatnot. So there's this, I don't know, I just keep feeling like it's a balancing that's occurring. And we can go ahead and release, like, I mean, my intuition's been all over the place, with going back to Mexico. That's kind of my big thing, right? Going back to get my teeth fixed. So even when I'm writing April 2021, that could totally change. It's already changed from November 2021. So who knows, right? We're just taking it day by day. And like same with you, Paige, like when you go back to work on Monday, you're going to take it day by day and you're going to do what feels good for you with the current situation, right? So, all right. Paige says 3 girls are not coming back to the salon. Yes. Hi, Julie. Julie's intention is to release everything I can't control and stay focused on gratitude and everything for my highest good. Perfect. Deb says it totally relates. Jinx. Bobby says live in the now. I adopt that belief totally. Yeah. It's kind of cool when I don't know if you actually feel like you are doing it or living it, but I've been loving that. I've been kind of really, honestly, I feel like being back here, living here is what actually has allowed me to really kind of sink into that a little bit more with living in the now. So, because seems like there's a financial stress released, right? Living with mom and dad. So it's different. There's a shift occurring. So I feel like I'm actually kind of able to sink in a little bit. So you guys might be feeling the same. Katie says, yes, I need to heal and release the old and have clarity for the now. Paige says, yes. Awesome. Okay. So now we're all set with our intentions. We've got our amethyst in. Do I need anything else? Okay. All right. So let's ignite this intention that you have. Couple deep breaths. I just realized I have my little diffuser on. So if you can hear some gurgling, I tried to turn it off, but I guess I don't know how. I was just let it run. So I just realized it's like gurgling as it blows that steam out. So that's your side note, if you can hear that. A couple deep breaths. I'm getting the sense again of this cleansing with the amethyst. So I'm also hearing this opportunity to kind of step out into, I want to say our authentic self. That's not really what it is, but this next phase or the next step, or it's kind of weird. I'm kind of getting a hodgepodge of things, and then I'm kind of getting little hits about you guys as we go down. So it's like Carmelie, you came up for like all the things, you've been doing all the things. And so there's this rest, there's like this rest and this healing, because then this came up for you, like this healing of clearing kind of where you've been. This kind of ties in with what you were saying, Katie, about letting go of the past. But like, I'm seeing it more in relation to like, well, wow, you've like step 1, step 2, and you've created your thing, right? You're getting your things now. So there's kind of almost like an energetic reset, a lull of sorts as you recalibrate it, maybe to get your next intention going. So if you're feeling like that, if you're feeling kind of, it goes back to being on that conveyor belt, maybe like where you're just maybe a little bit on autopilot with things, that's actually not a bad place to be, I'm hearing. So Katie says, listen to Eckhart Tolle videos for living in the now. It's excellent. Awesome. Bobby likes him too. Paige says, as a parent, it feels good sometimes to take care of our adult children. Yeah, thank you for that. And I mean, it is true. They love having me here. It's because I'm so awesome and funny. Haha. But I do feel like there's been some kind of corner turned for the relationship. So definitely, I would agree with that. I agree with that because they're like my dad. I think I told you guys long ago. My dad's like, you should stay here for a couple years. We're old and need you. Like, we're old and they're not. They're totally self-sufficient at 80 and 84, which is awesome. So they don't really need anything, but I think he's thinking of like in a few years from now, right? So it's just kind of interesting. I'm like, what am I going to do? Be 50 and 55 and still live with my parents? Like, but hey, I mean, if it's still this world situation, maybe there's nowhere else to be. I don't know. So anyway, all right, let's go ahead and go to the Ignite. We kind of started that, but I got off on a tangent of Amethyst. Okay. So of course I'm seeing the rockets being shot off with our igniting the intention, heading out, out, out into the universe. Here we go. I'm really getting a sense too of grounding. Is anyone else feeling that? Bobby says, I think yes, 2 years here for me. You better get my room ready, Bobby. Maybe we can do a swap with your ex and me. He can come up here and live with my parents. Yeah, that sounds really scary to me. I can get behind 1 year because I really feel like there's an energy reset, but like I'm really worried about winter. I'm really worried about winter time because I'm already so cold. Part of the problem is this house is really insulated, so it keeps all the coolness in. Okay, good. Robbie's feeling the grounding. All right. So let's expand that now. Let's expand that rocket of intention that's out there. So again, I'm seeing like a funhouse mirror, and I'm seeing this is different. I'm seeing this rocket really kind of like, when you go to the fun house and you look in those mirrors and you might look really fat, it might like double or triple your size. So that's what this feels like to me today with this rocket with our intention is it's like a big fat rocket. So what is everybody else feeling? Bobby feels the grounding. Carmelia, yes, I feel this house is a new beginning for me, a reset. Yes. Yes, I totally agree. Oh, there you go, Bobby. Hey, maybe I need to move in with Tony and Karin. I was like, woo! They're an empty nest now, aren't they? Don't they they could adopt me? Believe me, I thought about it. Well, you saw I wrote a post asking who wanted to take me in Arizona, and nobody wanted to. Oh, I'm really easy. You won't even know I'm there. All right, so that's expanded. A couple deep breaths. So now we're magnifying that, and I am seeing it explode into little pieces. Our big fat rocket is exploding. And there's that feeling of they're bigger pieces to me this time too. You have 7 bedrooms? What? Doing the East Side Gang. How many people do you have living there? I didn't know you had 7 bedrooms. What the heck? And I could go ride that horse all the time. Katie says, I can't wait for October when we all come back together to show each other our butterflies. I know, you guys, because you'll be doing lots during that time too. All right. How's everybody's magnifying looking? Did you get exploded? I'm seeing the amethyst again coming down through the crown chakra and just enveloping us. So it's taking the place of anything that we did release earlier. It doesn't feel like it was like a huge release. It just felt like it was a gentle, nice little release of anything hanging on. Maybe that's come up. So now there's this feeling of it, the amethyst light just infusing us, cascading over us, filling those voids, adding that amethyst energy to us. So also what's coming through is this like expansion. I feel like there's expansion coming through this. So Bobby says, yes, two houses connect. You can also use Soul Food Bookstore, which allows gifted people to use the store for readings. Oh my gosh, you're in Redmond, right? That's right, because so how many people total are there? I know you have your child and spouse in part of it. Carmelie says, I close on the house September 25th. So by the time we all come back, I'll be in my new space. Yes. I love it. I love it. I love it. It seems like so long, so far away, but it's only a month. So, hi, Kelly. Kelly has an interview tomorrow, going to IKEA with my mom on Tuesday. And we're doing work at the new property in Easton. Oh, you got the property. Nice. Sorry, I didn't warn you there was going to be a commercial break. So Kelly's always up to fun stuff. All right. Oh yeah, son, girlfriend, me and Seaman and a renter who works at the kids' park. Gotcha. Cool. And the dog. And the dog. That would be cool. 3 more rooms open. That's awesome. I'll have to talk to you if you're really serious. Maybe try it for a month or something. Yeah, because now I'm sitting here thinking, I never even got on the river with you guys or did anything. I don't know is Tony in the group that you guys hang out with? I mean, I know he is in the group, but like of your regular people that hang out. Big dog, I know, you're a Great Dane. How's everybody feeling? We're done, we're complete. That amethyst energy is just gonna run a little bit longer. Oh, awesome on the Master Reiki course, Kelly. Ooh. Cool, cool. What are you gonna do with it now? You wanna do any practice for the group? If you're not in it yet, join us over in the Soul Style Vibrant Living group. Callie might do a healing on you. Oops, sorry. To take that off. Yeah, Tony and Card. Good. Yes, we may all float today. Oh, cool. Paige is feeling calm. Good. Yeah. I'm feeling calm as well. And I'm getting the sense that this amethyst energy is going to keep running. It's going to keep running for us all day. So it's not like gushing through us. It feels really slow and really meticulous and really purposeful. So just allow that to keep going all day. Katie feels good and wants Callie to practice on her. Hint, hint. Yeah, you're welcome to post in the group, Callie, if you want to practice and do distance Reiki with people. I loved it when I did my Reiki class and I did a distance session on my friend in Argentina. And then I told him like what all came up and it was something about one of his legs. He was like, yeah, it was so cool. I love it. Carmelie says, put the writings I did on past love relationships under the rocket. So when it took off, they were turned to ashes and floated back into the ether. That is cool. Very good. That has a good feeling to it, a good shift. Kelly said that would be cool. I did practice once with a girl from the group. Yay. Estha's feeling calm and sleepy. Are you still sleepy a lot, Estha? It is your bedtime, so you can just crawl right into bed now if you're not already there. Paige said I can feel it in the background. Yeah, I think that's what must have been why I said that, because I feel like it's running. You know, we don't always just have it running, but there's something about needing that balancing or that reacclimation. And really, it's that extra support. I mean, look at this bad boy. It is giving us what we need. So, yeah. So if anybody wants to do a few quick psychic question answers, we can do that. I have a virtual funeral to go to after this. So got about 10 minutes if you want to ask any questions. So make sure you hydrate if you haven't been hydrating. Let's see if anything else is coming through for us to know about. Haven't really given any predictions on the world events at all. So, and I'm not going to today, apparently. I just feel like everything is shifting so fast, not just, it's weird. It started out as the world level, but it's such an individual level. It's such an individual experience. Like my mom is going kind of stir crazy. She wants to be out doing more things, and like I'm quite content, and my dad hardly ever goes out. So he's the weak link health wise. So he's fine with never going out, maybe once a month. So it's interesting. It's interesting navigating. Lena's, what's your question, Lena? Will Jill move to the east side? I get a no to that. 7 people might be too many for me to live with. I'm barely handling 2. Do you have a garage? I could go live in the garage with the dog. Sorry. Kelly says, it was online this time though, and I was trying to find out if there's a last attunement. Oh, gotcha. You're online. Reiki. Will the owner of the station file bankruptcy? Salon? No, I get a no to that. I feel like she's freaking out and she's talking about it, but I don't feel like she'll follow through with it because I feel like things are going to turn around. Like I'm seeing a 3-week time frame. See if that even holds true. I feel like time frames right now are a joke. So just so you know, I do not stand by my time frames. I mean, except for in this moment. Katie says, do you get anything for me on the police department job I'm applying for? It feels good to me. Like I feel like just the different things. Well, actually, that might really be a good in for you with your narcissist situations. Interesting. I do get a yes to that. I was just kind of joking, but that really was a vibe. So yeah, I do. I feel like you would get that job if you wanted it. Deb asks, is there anything else Spirit wants me to do? Getting a yes. Let me see what they want to say. I'm just kind of ticking through what I know about you, Deb, and you know the progress that you've been making, the changes that you've been making, the journey and path that you're on. So, and you did mention this last week, so it's probably why it's coming up, is doing the, I need to, hold on, let me write a note. I need to put these cord cuttings in the group because I was getting a hit on, here, sorry, can't talk and write at the same time. I was getting a hit on what you had said last week about, I don't know if you'd already done it, but doing like a cord cutting or shifting that connection with your husband and allowing kind of those old connections. Like you're so different now. You are so different now with the strides that you've been taking and the changes that you've been making. So to kind of cut that cord with him and allow it to connect in a different way is what I'm getting. Carmelie says, I took a trip out of town by myself, stopped in a metaphysical store and bought new crystals and tarot cards. Like I need more of either. I know. What do you mean Monica's the weak link down here? Just they don't live with you, do they? Monica. Lena's asking, will I get a home soon? I'm getting a yes. Lena, your situation stumps me because I've been getting a yes for you every time. And obviously we know it's been months and months. So if you aren't already doing a visualization for getting those keys, getting that approval, getting in that house, beef it up. Like seriously, 5 times a day, 5 minutes. You are seeing yourself. You're feeling how good it feels to finally get that. You're sending me a message saying, I got it, I can't believe it. So beef up that visualization. He just, yes. Once we have shots, just come use this place as a getaway when it works. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. just some Jill fun time. Yes, ma'am. I will do it. My home away from home. We were talking yesterday. My mom's been taking stuff out of her room, right? It's where I'm living. And she's like, I'll get rid of all this stuff. Then you can put your own stuff on the walls. She's like, because this is like your home away from home. And I was like, it's so depressing. Like, I know she doesn't want to hear that. But I'm sitting there going, I'm never getting out of here. She's like, let's bring all your stuff up from storage and we can put it in the garage. And I'm like, no, I don't want to settle in. Like, I want to get rid of all that stuff. So I would love a little getaway. I'm going to drive this week and then I'll be ready to come down. Linda, how are you doing, lady? Jill, from experience, 7 people are a lot to live with on any level. I could barely live with 5 growing up, so 4 others. Paige says, thank you, Jill. Our session have really helped. Oh, goody. I'm really curious, Paige, how that ends up going for you. So your big thing going back on Monday will be to still honor yourself if something doesn't feel right, because you already have learned that you can adjust your schedule in different ways. So you may want to do that still. I don't know how that would work if it's open. I don't know what kind of hours it's going to be open, but for some reason I see you kind of working off hours from other people. So you'll have to let me know. Oh, Monica's the weekly. Got you. Gotcha. Monica I met she was in Playa, right? She came with Tony and Karin. Yeah. I have some people I'm not seeing because they are social. That's why I didn't go to Idaho. It's like socializing with everybody and their dog and posting the photos of, the family function with no social distancing, no masks on. And I was just like, I don't know where all those people have been. So Katie wants me to come to Colorado. I know. I could live in Colorado or Utah. I lived in Utah for many years and I loved the sun. It could be 25 degrees and freezing and it's sunny out. And it's not a wet, damp, to your bones cold like Seattle is. I'm a fan of those areas. Katie's like, what happened to the road trip idea in the RV? Money, honey. That was just a pipe dream. Well, I don't know. It's still a possibility, just maybe a little bit more down the road. Paige says that's the plan, off hours. Yes. I like that for you. And plus, the other thing for that for you, Paige, is like to not be around the people. Like, I don't know. I feel like I see you kind of turning a corner with like what you used to do doesn't work. So maybe doing it a little differently. And now I'm seeing again that back room for you. So I don't know if the smells have gone away and you want to try that again, but there's something to that. And that could also be maybe a place where you do your business stuff if you want to do that. Road trip, Bobby. Okay, Bobby's in on the road trip. I wonder how much it would cost to, maybe we could just rent an RV and try it, or a little van with like, we'd have to decide how many people were going. That could be fun. Katie, get ready. We're coming down. We got to come before winter though. Pages exactly. Katie's like, I think you need your own salon. Well, she's going to start, we don't know what she's doing yet. Paige is going a different route. She's doing mediumship and whatever else, coaching and stuff. Right, Paige? Carmelie says, and we can come through Wyoming in your RV and see me too. Exactly. Yes. So we were seeing somebody in Utah, I think. Maybe not. You're welcome, Paige. Have a super good day. Guys, thank you so much. I'm going to miss you. Knowing me, I'm sure I will be hopping on to do a live. We'll see, though. No promises, but I mean, I just can't imagine I'm going to miss you guys. So have a super good time, good month. And I'm just an email or a message away. I was trying to figure out how to deactivate my Facebook account actually, but I felt like maybe that was too much. So any case, if I do end up doing it, then that's why. You just can email me. But I know I'll miss you guys too. Thank you, Estha. Definitely weird. I think like it'll be really good. I have some good ideas that I want to implement. So we shall see. Stay tuned. And I definitely still want to have a live in my pink fleece robe. So I know I've been talking about that for so long, and it was really hard to take it off and put this thing on. So I even have a heater right there. It's not on right now, but it was on earlier to like warm up the room. Yes, Callie, I'm doing an energetic reset for September. So you probably missed the announcement on one of the other lives. So I may go live, and I will definitely try to give like a day's notice. But I can't promise that at all. I'm doing a huge energetic reset. So, all right. Oh, Bobby, I better write down your phone number. Everybody get Bobby's number and give her a prank phone call. Just kidding. If you want to delete that after I write it down, you can. Or I can delete it for you later. Okay, got it, Bobby. Thank you. I'll shoot you a text. Thank you, guys. All right, take care, you guys. Thank you so much for joining in. Keep rocking your roars, and we will talk again soon. If you, well, I can't promise you any newsletters either, but if you're on my mailing list, then you'll get some news. So you don't care. Bobby doesn't care. All right. Bye, you guys. Talk to you soon. Take good care. Keep roaring.